This is Officer Dale McElhatton from the Vienna Police Department. In my third year on the police force, this month I will turn 60 years old. (2022), Officer Dale McElhatton, EIN 138. Tonight's shift is from 1800 on the 2nd of February to 0600 on February 3rd. 138 traffic stop. How you doing?
Good evening, officer.
Do you know what happened back there?
I didn't stop and complete.
I worked the midnight shift, and the way that came to be was when I finished my training, they asked me, what shift do you want? And I said, well, I want the shift that no one else wants. And my training officer said, well, that's a good answer. And what car do you want? I said, well, I want the car that no one else wants. Born in Chicago, Illinois, in the, I won't say when, but it was a while back. When I was in Atlanta, Georgia, working after I graduated from college, I read a syndicated column in the Atlanta Journal about government jobs. I read the article and it said, the State Department is hiring foreign service personnel in security, and you get to travel the world. Let me just throw my application in and see what happens. And lo and behold, I am offered a position as a special agent in training in July of 1986. We started looking for a place we could call kind of home base in Northern Virginia, since State Department headquarters is here. And we found this house in Vienna, moved in the mid-90s.
Branch side of the parking lot.
So when I retired from the State Department, I read about the advertisement for Vienna Police. It said any age, and I actually called the Vienna Police and said, surely you don't mean any age. All I had to do was get a hold of myself and make it through that 6-month academy at the Fairfax County Criminal Justice Academy, which at 57 years old was pretty tough because I didn't take care of myself when I was younger. My two nicknames were Sunset and Father Time, and neither one of them upset me, but I made it. There were times when the instructors would say, what's wrong with you? And I said, pre-existing condition. We started with about 60 recruits and we finished with 38. Each one of those recruits was one of my kids. Hey, how you doing?
So how are you?
Good. Do you know why I pulled you over tonight? I had 150 people working for me in the State Department when I retired. So you have to step back and say, all right, I'm doing all this myself. There's no one writing your reports. We have to get it right. So there are standard operating procedures and general orders that officers need to familiarize themselves with. You know, it is an ongoing process to understand the nuances of traffic law, noise ordinances, and then of course state law. As opposed to the State Department, in my years as a special agent with the State Department, when we went overseas, it was all about improvisation and imagination and creativity to solve an issue with security at an embassy overseas, because you never knew what the asymmetric threat was out there. He has a good driving record, but tonight he's getting a what for, right? Please drive safely, all right? All right? All right, drive safe. All right. When I get in my car with my civilian clothes on and drive home, I expect an officer who pulls me over to treat me the same way that I feel I need to treat the general public every day.
38. There was no answer on the callback. It goes straight to the
When it comes to going to see the community before you need something from it, that is the very essence of being a police officer too. If you only go and see them when you've got an issue with them, then it doesn't bode well from a community policing perspective. There is a rush hour in Vienna, and it goes for a couple hours, and people are in a kind of sometimes a frenzied manner getting home. And in this case, there were two cars that had just a fender bender, but it was a big SUV and a small compact car. I'm on my radio saying, my badge number to dispatch possible cardiac arrest. My partner and I administered both chest compressions and rescue breaths. When the rescue showed up and put the AED on, he sprung back to life, and the head of rescue said, we just did our job. This gentleman was very grateful for what we did that night, and basically he showed up to present my partner and I with very nicely done plaques he made himself, thanking us that he made it to his 60th birthday. He'll never forget us, and we'll never forget him. So, right now we have, a 911 call. I'm going to attempt to talk to the individual at 409. Just like the officers that have retired from previous departments and have come to Vienna to work, we can't sit still. If there's a measure of energy we have left to serve our communities, we'll keep doing that. My partner's just checking on your registration. Sometimes registrations are expired, but because America is a place where you can absolutely do whatever you want to do, have a plan, chart that course, and find whether it's NOVA or a 4-year degree that's going to help you get there. All you got to do is pick something and chase that goal.
You check on the 911, it was an abandoned call, or county receipt, showing the area of 413 Tapawingo Southwest. Nothing was heard. They attempted to call.
I don't want to take a guess where I'm going to go next doing this, but I want to stay on midnight shift, and I want to help the town any way I can. And maybe I'm good till the body holds out, maybe 4 or 5 years from now. And then it'll be time to go fishing. So.